Hawaii CDL HazMat Practice Test. Question 1. If you are carrying Division 1.2 or 1.3 materials, how far away must you park from the traveled portion of the roadway? A. At least 20 feet. B. At least 10 feet. C. At least 5 feet. D. At least half a mile. Answer C. If you are carrying Division 1.2 or 1.3 materials, which are explosives, never park your vehicle less than 5 feet away from a traveled section of the road or highway. If you cannot get any farther away, it is considered a serious emergency and you should call emergency services personnel. Question 2. To determine if you need to use placards, which of the following do you not need to know? A. The amount of all hazardous materials of all classes in your vehicle. B. The amount of the substance or material being shipped. C. The manufacturing date of the material. D. The hazard class of the substance or material. Answer C. You do not need to know when a product was manufactured or has expired, unless your company has an additional responsibility. You do need to know the amount of the hazardous material being shipped, its hazard class, and the total amount of all hazardous materials of all classes that will be carried on your commercial vehicle during your trip. Question 3. Which of the following are necessary qualifications for non-bulk packaging? A. A water capacity of 454 kilograms, 1,000 pounds, or less as a receptacle for a gas. B. A maximum capacity of 450 liters, 119 gallons, or less as a receptacle for a liquid. C. A maximum net mass of 400 kilograms, 882 pounds, or less, and a maximum capacity of 450 liters, 119 gallons, or less as a receptacle for a solid. D. All of the above. Answer D. Non-bulk packaging has specific requirements to be used as a receptacle for solids, liquids, or gases. To qualify as non-bulk, it must satisfy the following: 450 liters, 119 gallons, or less for liquids, 400 kilograms, 882 pounds, or less, and 450 liters, 119 gallons, or less for solids, and 454 kilograms, 1,000 pounds, or less for gases. Question 4. When shippers package the material, they are trying to A. Make it as light as possible. B. Make it easy to identify. C. Make it easy to open and close the packages. D. Do all of the above. Answer B. The regulations for packages of hazardous materials require shippers to make it easy for drivers, destination personnel, and emergency personnel to identify the contents quickly and easily. Question 5. What is the purpose of a driver placarding his or her vehicle? A. To force other drivers to stay 20 feet away. B. To give people something interesting to look at while they drive. C. To communicate risk. D. To warn those with children to drive in another lane. Answer C. Placards are signs posted on the outside of the vehicle to warn others about hazardous materials. These signs identify the hazard class of the cargo. Question 6. A placarded vehicle must carry a fire extinguisher with a minimum rating of A. 5 BC. B. 10 BC. C. 20 BC. D. 10 AB. Answer B. All placarded vehicles are required to have a fire extinguisher rated by L as able to extinguish a 10 square foot Class B fire, which includes almost all flammable liquids, and as electrically non-conductive, hence its C rating. Question 7. Which of the following is not an acceptable type of marking for hazardous materials? A. Identification number. B. Descriptive name in Roman print. C. UN marks. D. Name in italics. Answer D. A hazardous material's proper shipping name should be displayed strictly in Roman print, no italics. Acceptable markings would include the appropriate descriptive name from the subchapter in your manual as well as UN marks, instructions, weight, ID number, specification, cautions, or some combination of the above. Question 8. What action should you take if you discover your hazardous materials shipment leaking at a rest stop but there is no phone available? A. Leave your truck parked with its emergency lights on and walk for help. B. Keep driving for help as quickly as possible. C. Keep driving slowly and cautiously until you reach a phone. D. Send someone for help with all the necessary information. Answer D. Cleaning up a spill, a huge contamination in particular, would be very expensive. Therefore, if you notice a leak, stop as soon as you possibly can and get off the road. Stay with your vehicle because of liability and safety issues and send someone else for help. You will need to send a large amount of vital information, including where you are, your direction of travel, the hazard class and ID numbers, your carrier's location, and the cargo's destination. Make sure you write it all down for the person seeking help. Question 9. How often should you check the tires on a placarded trailer that has dual tires? A. Once every 3 hours. B. At the start of each day and every time you stop. C. Each time you stop. D. Once every 100 miles. Answer B. If you have a trailer with placards and dual tires, you should check your tires at the start of each day and each time that you stop for any reason, such as resting or refueling. You must use a tire pressure gauge to get an accurate reading. Question 10. Which of the following 3 hazard classes should not be placed into a temperature-controlled trailer, one with a heater, air conditioner unit? A. Classes 1, 2.1, and 3. B. Classes 1, 4, and 5.1. C. Classes 1, 3, and 4. D. Classes 1, 3, and 6. Answer A. The 3 hazard classes that must be kept in a trailer without automatic heating and cooling are explosives, 1, flammable gases, 2.1, and flammable liquids, 3, since these are particularly volatile. Question 11. If you are already carrying 100 pounds of silver cyanide, what precautions must you take if you are given papers at a dock to carry 100 cartons of battery acid? A. Make sure the silver cyanide is loaded on top of the battery acid. B. Make sure the battery acid is loaded on top of the silver cyanide. C. Make sure there is plenty of space between the two. D. Inform someone and do not load the battery acid. Answer D. Silver cyanide and battery acid are on the list of products that cannot travel together for safety reasons. See the Do Not Load table in the CDL Manual. Silver cyanide is a Division 6.1 material. It cannot be loaded with acids because their mixture can release such chemicals as hydrocyanic acid, which is extremely poisonous. Question 12. What are the main differences between a cargo tank and a portable tank? A. Whether the name of the owner or lessee must be shown. B. Being filled on the vehicle versus being filled off the vehicle. C. Permanent attachment versus temporary attachment. D. All of the above. Answer D. The main differences between cargo tanks and portable tanks are about the permanence of cargo tanks. Since cargo tanks are permanently attached to commercial vehicles, they are filled while they are on the vehicles and they do not need to display the owner's names separately. A portable tank can be filled either on the vehicle or off the vehicle and then attached, and it must display the owner or lessee's name. Question 13. The Emergency Response Guidebook, ERG. A. Is studied by emergency personnel to help keep the public safe. B. Was created by the U.S. Department of Transportation and is used nationwide. C. Contains an index of hazardous material ID numbers, which is why you must label things correctly. D. Does all of the above. Answer D. The Emergency Response Guidebook, ERG, was created by the Department of Transportation and is used by emergency personnel such as firefighters and paramedics to respond to trucking emergencies. The guidebook is indexed by hazardous material identification number, which is why it is very important that shipping papers are labeled correctly. Question 14. Your engine runs a pump when you are delivering compressed gas. After finishing the delivery, when should you turn off the engine? A. Leave it on the entire time. B. Turn it off before unhooking. C. Turn it off after unhooking. D. Turn it off on arrival, use other power to run the pump. Answer B. Keeping your engine on while you are pumping a load of compressed gas adds extra risk. As soon as the delivery is completed, turn off the engine before you unhook any hoses. Question 15. How far away are you allowed to park from a bridge, tunnel, or building if you are carrying Division 1.2 or 1.3 materials? A. At least 300 feet. B. At least 600 feet. C. At least 500 feet. D. At least 400 feet. Answer A. When driving with a load of Division 1.1, 1.2, or 1.3 hazardous materials, which are explosives, you must park at least 300 feet away from any bridge, tunnel, or structure. You must maintain the same distance from any gathering place or open fire. Question 16. The two other places where the hazardous identification number must appear are A. On the gas tank and on a sticker in the glove compartment. B. On all bulk packaging and on the cargo tanks. C. On the back of the truck and inside the glove compartment. D. On a temporary license plate holder and on the steering wheel. Answer B. In addition to the two main locations for the hazardous material identification number, you must also display it on the cargo tanks and on all bulk packaging. Question 17. In what location must you keep your shipping papers that describe any hazardous materials? A. In a fireproof pouch under the driver's seat that you can reach while you are driving. B. In a fireproof pouch under the passenger seat while you are driving. C. In a locked glove compartment anytime you are out of the vehicle. D. on the driver's seat anytime you are out of the vehicle. Answer D. Your shipping papers for hazardous materials must be visible and accessible to emergency personnel at all times, including when you are out of the vehicle. Therefore, when you are away from your vehicle, they must be placed on the driver's seat, within easy reach in case of an emergency. Question 18. You must never smoke or perform any activity involving fire, within 25 feet of A. Class 5.2 only. B. Class 1 only. C. Class 4.2 only. D. Classes 1, 2, 3, and 4. Answer D. You should not risk smoking in close proximity to any class of hazardous material, but there are specific rules for the following classes: no smoking within 25 feet of classes 3 and 2.1, flammable materials and gases, and no smoking or holding a lighted smoking object such as a cigar or pipe within 25 feet of classes 1, 3, 4, or 4.2, explosives, flammable liquids and solids, and spontaneously combustible materials. Question 19. Do you need to stop before a railroad crossing if you are hauling 100 pounds of Division 4.3 materials? A. Yes. B. It is impossible to tell without more information. C. Number. D. Yes, but only if the arm is down telling vehicles to stop. Answer A. If your vehicle is placarded, you must stop 15 to 50 feet from the nearest trail at a railroad crossing. After you have done this, proceed once you are sure there is no train approaching, and do not shift while you are on the tracks. Question 20. What is a technical name? A. The name of a hazardous material most commonly used on the street. B. A medical term for hazardous materials used by medical personnel. C. The name of a hazardous material most commonly used in the trucking community and accepted as standard. D. The name of a hazardous material used in scientific journals and texts, recognized as its chemical or microbiological name. Answer D. The technical name is one used by scientists, which appears in journals, articles, and technical handbooks. It provides a standard terminology for dangerous substances, instead of slang terms that can vary, to dangerous effect, from region to region. Question 21. Cargo tanks are A. Bulk packaging temporarily attached to your vehicle. B. Only made in one size. C. Filled while they are off your vehicle, then attached for transportation. D. Bulk packaging permanently attached to your vehicle. Answer D. Cargo tanks are tanks that are permanently attached to a commercial vehicle. There are many different styles for transporting a variety of different materials. Question 22. What are the two main places where the hazardous material identification number appears? A. On the shipping papers and on the package. B. On the package and on paperwork at the shipping point of origin. C. On the package and on paperwork at the shipping destination. D. On the shipping papers and on a secret document in the driver's wallet. Answer A. The two main places where you must keep the hazardous material identification numbers are on your shipping papers and on the packages, since these are the places that emergency personnel have been trained to check immediately. Question 23. A safe haven is A. A place where it is safe to dump hazardous materials. B. A place that has been approved for parking unattended vehicles carrying explosives. C. The slang term for the last stop at the end of your transport of hazardous materials. D. A place to stay once you have reported your company for illegal activity. Answer B. The term safe haven refers to a place created by local authorities where you can safely leave your truck unattended while it holds explosive materials. This solves a trucking dilemma that has often led drivers to make risky decisions, such as driving through the night so that they could stay with their loads. Question 24. Which of the following hazard classes uses a transport index to determine how much of it can be loaded on a single vehicle for transport? A. Class 3, flammable liquids. B. Class 4, live animals. C. Class 1, explosives. D. Class 7, radioactive materials. Answer D. Class 7, radioactive materials, must be controlled by a transport index that tells each transport company and truck driver how much they can carry. The radiation given off by radioactive materials could contaminate the rest of the load. Question 25. Which of the following materials is an acceptable floor liner for moving Division 1.1 or 1.2 materials? A. Non-ferrous metal. B. Carbon steel. C. Stainless steel. D. All of the above. Answer A. The floor liner for moving Division 1.1 or 1.2 materials, which are explosives, must be either non-metallic materials or non-ferrous metals. Stainless steel and carbon steel are ferrous metals.
Thanks for watching. Please comment, like and share.